Scorpios, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing tonight, today, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you're watching this? Welcome. I appreciate it. My name is Patty, and I am doing your intuitive tarot today, mixed with astrology and numerology. I mix all the energies together to see the best results that we can get for any challenges you might be facing, any struggles, anything like that, or just to guide yourself through your journey. All right. Um, just for those of you that are brand new, thank you for popping in. I am going to be a little bit squiggly today because I've had a knee replacement and my leg is giving me a problem today. Okay. So, bear with me. I appreciate it. And then for those returning, I thank you for coming back and bringing friends and subscribing and doing all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to share with you that there is a new moon or full moon that is on the 28th. So this is going to affect this reading a little bit, the 29th through the 5th. Because the energies before a full moon and after a full moon, usually 4 days before and 4 days after, they're still going to be in effect. So a lot of this is going to have to do with your balance, things that you desire versus things that are actually your integrity and morals. It's also going to affect relationships because it is a good thing this time for relationships, but it's understanding the balance that you have. All right, so let's get started. For those that are brand new, I'm going to pick 3 oracles. Each oracle, the first oracle is for the divine, the second oracle is for the current energies, the 29th through the 5th, and then the third oracle is future. Now, this whole week, I've been getting the energies that usually this is from the weekend forward for like a week or so. However, this is for a couple of months. So these future energies are for a couple of months, and I'll share more with that as I go and the reason why. But these are not going to be an energy that is going to be just for a few days kind of a thing. We're in the spring equinox, and I'll share with you all that's going on there. So as we get started, bear with me and my leg. Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy day. And PT went pretty good today, pretty good. So it's been sort of 3 steps forward, 1 step back this week with my leg. So, all right, so let's see what we have here, what the divine has going. Yeah, Merlin. Oh my goodness. This is just cards that he's picked over and over and over again. You would think that I know there's other cards in here, but it's the same cards over and over again. All right, so the divine's energy, and this is a good one because this is something new. Something's going to be happening for you guys that is going to grow some newness in you. Now, this is Merlin. Merlin's about alchemy, justice, and what did I say that the planets were doing? Balance. Okay, so the divine is wanting us to work on our balancing our lifestyles, not only and that might be, could be our work, could be work and home, work and relationships, work and whatever it is. But this is definitely an important energy. This is the number 1 in numerology. This is what some of the things that we really need to be looking at now. As I said, the full moon and the planets are also talking about balance. I said this before even I did the cards, right? Okay, and so then our card for the week our oracle for the week is truth, and also the number 6. So number 6 is again about bringing harmony. What is harmony? Balance. What is and also improvement, how to improve things, how to make things better. And how we do that is we do it through truth. Now, which truth? You guys hear me say that a lot. Is it true north or is it truth? Because one truth is one person's truth is not another person's truth. It's sort of like one person's perspective is not another's perspective. But truth is earthly or it's spiritual, absolute truth. So as the divine shares with us, it's about balance in absolute truth. And that's the second dimensional. Things that we can't see, things that we can take with us, and the other things that we can't take with us is basically earthbound or earth-based. All right. And so the third energy out for the future energy. Now remember, these are for probably this future energy is not for just this weekend and for the next week. It's probably going to be for about the next 2 months at least is what I'm thinking. And that is restriction. And that's also the number 8. 8 is about our progress. It's about where we get with our rewards. Now, the reason why with rewards with restrictions is sometimes when we restrict ourselves, let's take dieting. We take restrictions and we hold back. Say you're cutting back on sugar. So you cut back on sugar, you cut back, you're doing good. Yay, yay, yay. Pat yourself on the back. Yay, yay, yay. So you're restricting yourself. But then at the very end, there is a reward. Now, maybe you're trying to lose weight. The reward is you've lost weight. That is where this comes in with the number 8. All right. So that is what I mean about that in numerology. So if you're restricting yourself from something that is not a good habit, so you're trying to create a better habit, the reward is that you come out better on top of it. Now, it also could mean a restriction as far as your boundaries. Could be restrictions about your integrity, your morals, those kind of a thing. Could be restrictions about even if you're dating. So, like, for example, maybe you used to be a little loosey-goosey and you just said, nope, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to just go out on the second or third date and have sex. I'm going to just say, nope, not for 6 months or a year or whatever. And you restrict yourself in that way. All right. So that's just a hypothetical. But you know what? Sometimes that gets in the way of actually seeing, going on your back is actually not being able to see the truth, because that sort of kerfuffles and gets things all mixed up. All right. So let's go see what we've got in our planet within our energies. Are these? Yeah. Okay. So we have the moon. We have, which is something hidden. This is our first card out. So what is it that's hidden here? It could be a good thing that something's hidden. But this here, I'm wondering, because there has to be something, because somebody is trying to get their rest, trying to do what they need to for themselves. However, there's death. Something needs to come to an end. Something is going to come to an end. So that's the number 13, which is the number 4, is trying to get balance. And then we have the number 4, which is balance. Both of these are 4. So we're trying to get some structure, some grounding, some good foundation on that. We have 15, 18, so that's 9, and very intense. This is a very intense energy to get some balance, and that's what Divine is talking about in the very, very beginning. How does that happen, right? How does that all work, right? Yeah, well, we won't know until we pass over. So anyway, so there is, but something is going to have to finish. It's sort of like a completion needs to come and put something to rest. But this is going to have to be a decision, because this future energy is restrictions. So with that, thank you. So they're saying sacrifice. Sometimes we have to sacrifice something to gain something. Again, when we restrict ourselves from sugar, our gain is we lose weight, if that's something that we're gaining, wanting to do. Also sugar. Did you know, from a nutrition standpoint, because I have a nutrition background, that sugar, a lot of diseases crave sugar, and it's not good for them. Even cancer. Yeah, cancer, diabetes, the more that you feed it, the more you feed the disease. Sugar's not good for you. Anyway, so let's go on with this. Okay, all right, already. Wow, something is really coming to an end. What is it, guys? Holy flippin' Toledo. Something is really wanting to come through. Something is really, really, really wanting to come through for you guys. So we have the Death. We have the 10 of Swords, which something is ending quickly. And then we turn around and have the 10 of Pentacles, which is all the rewards. Remember the number 8 about your progress and rewards? So you're going to get, something's going to sort of pat on your back, but this is coming to an end real quick. There is something coming an end to a real quick. You know it's coming to an end. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about, because you know it's coming to an end, because that's truth. That's truth. You know it. You feel it, your intuition's telling you it's time, it's got to go, because you can see or you have a vision of something else that needs to be brought to fruition. You can't see it right now because it's in the second dimension. Second dimension meaning the unseen for those that don't know that. So the divine is in second dimension and the earth is in first dimension. Anything that you can see, touch, feel, that kind of a stuff. Possessions, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see if there's anything else here. So yeah, wow, something is definitely, somebody's getting ready for something big. I don't know what that is, but boy, this is going to be big for you guys. Big, big, big. All right, so let's see. For those of you that are popping on and that are brand new, usually I don't come on at night. I'm filming this or recording this. It's about 6 o'clock at night. Is it? Oh, wow, it's almost 7. Just because I have to do these now with when my leg isn't hurting so bad. So for those of you that haven't seen me at night, it's like, what is she doing on at night? It's because my stupid leg and my knee replacement. All right. Yeah, this is going to be a transformation for somebody. Holy Toledo. Somebody's got something hopping here in the background. So somebody knows something is, I bet you somebody, if I were to reach out and touch one of you guys out there and I say, you know what, you can feel something is getting ready to turn. Something is ready to change. Something's ready to grow. This is something for somebody, can feel it. Or you're in a relationship and you know it's got to end. You're the one that's going to have to probably end it. Oh my gosh, really? This is good stuff. This is good stuff. This might have to do with work. A job may have to end for this new job, or maybe a new job has been offered and this new job has to end. The reason being is, and somebody doesn't want to do it. We have the 8 of Swords. What is the 8 about? About progress and rewards. So somebody is actually being bound into the negative thinking of it. They don't want to look at the positive side of it, but look at this, guys. We got another 10 of Pentacles. You can have it all. The 10 of Pentacles is all about that. It is all about having the things that you desire, not only with monetarily, but unconditional love, relationship, house, all that kind of good stuff. This is a real big harvest card, very harvest card. But then we've got 3 Pentacles, boom, boom, boom. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles. So when we're looking at those, the Queen of Pentacles is definitely about knowing her stuff, on how to do her budgets, know how to do the finances, knows how to save, know how to invest, buy, that kind of a stuff. And then there's the 7 of Pentacles, which is about watching and seeing and reaping the rewards. I'm surprised I don't see the 9 of Pentacles there, because this is about your potential ambition. So if you put these 3 cards together, there's some potential and ambition to be made with some type of project you've got going, or an idea, or something creative, or something. What is it? But you know what? This has got to happen. Something is actually got to happen, because there has to be balance. If you become like an entrepreneur, like I did when I was very beginning, becoming an entrepreneur, I spent 80 hours, 100 hours a week in the shop, because I was new and I thought I had to do everything. And so it not only wore me out, but again, we're going back to the balance thing, where divine is talking about have balance. Don't overdo, don't overcompensate in one area for another. I almost lost my daughter because I was working so much. Even though I was physically there, I emotionally was not there. So that kind of a thing is off balance. I wasn't working, enough to balance things out, to spend more family time. This is where this is happening. This is where all this is happening. You can watch the hard work that you do, but make sure you stay in balance. Again, this is the full moon. This is not only the full moon, it is also the planets that are happening, that are going on right now. And the thing is, you have to know for the future. Remember, I said this is going to happen for the next couple of months. You have to watch your boundaries. You have to watch your standards. You have to know when to say no. No. And when yes is okay. You know, you really have to know yourself and your boundaries, and what you can do and what you can't do to keep in balance. Again, you're looking at balance, and we're looking at also too the four. We're trying to grow stability, trying to grow rest, making sure we're taking care of our body. There's a lot of fours here, a lot of tens, endings and beginnings, new things happening, kind of a thing. All right. So how's everybody doing out there? Oh my gosh, it's so good to be back and doing readings again. It really, really is. I hope everybody's doing good. All right. Let's see what last cards have, and then we'll go to the planets and the full moon energies. So I'm going to just remind you guys, though, here's a big one. This is this week's card, right? Truth. The only thing that I'm going to say about that is if you don't know what the second dimension is about, it's all about truth and love. So anytime we make a decision, I don't know who this is for, I was just asked to share it, is that whenever we make a decision, we're either making it out of truth and love, or we're making it out of fear. So you have to sort of look at when you make these decisions to create more balance in your life. Is it actually bringing you up a level? And is it also a level in vibrations and energies? Is it creating a nice, balanced, peaceful life? Is it more of the second dimensional, more of spirit and truth? Or is it more you're digging in for all this work? Here, let me do this first before you're digging in to do all this work for material possessions, which is earth. So we don't want to do it this way. I mean, yes, we do want to have certain things, but again, remember the energies right now with the planets and the full moon is balance, and the balance of desire versus the balance of our integrity, our morals, our growth, and living within our means. This is where we're at with the planets right now. There's sort of like, it starts getting balanced. This is the planets right now for April. It's getting balanced, and then all of a sudden it goes boom, because your desire, your human, earthly wants are beginning to outweigh your needs, your spiritual, second dimensional needs. All right. Don't know who that's for. They wanted me to say that, so I did. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Boy. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles here. Somebody's really earthbound. This may have to do with your work, though, too, for somebody. And the thing is, with the Four of Pentacles here and the Six of Swords, you're fighting the letting go. You're fighting like, yeah, I like this job. I like this. I'm not making enough money to make ends meet. Maybe it's time to move on to a different job where you're actually getting what you get paid and what you're worth. And it's really hard to value yourselves, especially if you're in a job that you love, but it's actually more just for the money. Is it your purpose? Is it your calling? Is this your passion? Is this something that you really need to sit back and analyze the truth? Is it a job? Is it a career? Is it something that you're doing with your passion, your calling? These are things that the divine is asking you, because if it is your calling and your purpose, then it's going to come into balance. And there's going to be more peace, happiness, and joy, blah, 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 right? Because that's really, really important. But you got to let go of the feeling that, you know what? Yeah, but it's comfortable. I don't have to worry about things. That's when we become complacent, and that's when we become neutral, warm, and divine hates that. When we say it's sort of like being on the fence. Oh, I sort of believe in spirits and then I don't. I believe in divine, I don't. It's like you're on the fence. You have to pick one side of the fence or the other. It doesn't work. So you have to sort of choose. This is where you're at right now because you have so many tens, which means something is finishing, it's getting ready to complete, and you're getting ready to move on. Now, I'm going to tell you with these restrictions though, you really need to stay focused for your future, but these restrictions, what those are, can be distractions as well. So when you're looking at moving forward and gaining balance in your life, what you want to do is, what is distracting you? Who is distracting you? And, I teach in my coaching that if you have somebody that is not for your better, if you're lifting up, if somebody is being more destructive, then that is going to be somebody that needs to go. You have to sort of look at all the people that are lifting you up and supporting you and growing with you. This is your garden. This is what your garden is growing. Remember, we talk about the gardens. We talk about in March, it was preparing the soil for the gardens, right? And then in April, May, June, we plant the seeds, and then we have to still take care of the garden and water it and cultivate it and pick all the weeds out of it and make sure that there's still room for those little plants to pop through the soil. And that's where that is. So you have to sort of see where you are at and begin to make the decisions on what might need to go away, the distractions. Okay, this is the next couple of months. So get a piece of paper, pencil, write down what is it that you really want to change in these next couple of months. This is a time, we're in the moon of Libra for full moon. This is a good moon to do that with. It's also a good moon for relationships, a very good moon for relationships, communication, and things of that nature. This is a really, really good time for you guys. All right. So let's see what the planets are going to say. All right. Ghostlands, follow the leader, and spark. Again, we're looking at future, the number 4, the number 8, again, the number 8 about your progress and your rewards. And then again, too, the number 7 being about your potential and ambition. This is all about your passion. This is all about your growth. Follow the leader. This is all about the spark you have inside of you. The Ghostlands is your mountains that you just need to move and get through. And then, and you follow the leader, I would say, would be divine. Follow where he has and wants you to go, pretty much. That's where that is. But the planets are saying the same thing. Got to really pay attention. This is also a time, still, in March, we talked about taking care of your health, taking care of that kind of stuff. That is something really, really important. But this has to do with your finances. This has to do with, the material part of the world. You can have everything that you want. You just got to make sure you're on the right path. You got a double 10 here. You got 10s all over the place. Actually, 10s and 8s, 10s and 8s, 10s and 8s, 10s and 8s. So this is a really good reading for you guys. So you've got some really good potential, but you really got to be really, really careful in your future about your distractions, because it's going to throw you off balance. It's going to throw you off course. It's going to throw you off key. This is the divine card. This is the number one you should be listening to. Create balance. All right. So the 28th is the full moon. I am going to do a reading. I don't know the time, so I haven't posted a thumbnail. I don't know if I will ahead. I might do that tomorrow. But if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell, and that'll tell you when I'm on. Otherwise, if you are watching creators, please make sure that you like YouTube creators. Make sure that you like. Just take a second and hit that like button, because what that does for YouTube, then they get into reviews, and then they can also see how well that channel is doing and may bring them further up to the top for that video. All right. So otherwise, we will see you on the 28th for the full moon. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. They'll tell you when I'm on. And otherwise, we'll see you on the 5th. All right, guys, this is good. Start planning for your future here, but watch your distractions. Just keep those distractions away. All right, take care.